Beautiful rising, beautiful people. Yo, so today we're gonna talk about energy, man. Shout out to Chris for this topic. Shout out to Chris for this topic. I get to the rest of y'all. I have to be in that space to actually address the other topics that you guys talked about, and it cannot be forced. I have to, that you guys suggested, and it cannot be forced. It has to be, it has to flow. So let's talk about energy, man. Thankful for this one, Chris, because I had to do like a lot of letting go and lightening up last night for everything to kind of like flow to me, man. So I can only talk about energy from my level of understanding. We're not going to get like too technical, but I just want to break something down for you, man. Maybe, hopefully I could like open up certain things for you guys, things that you was wondering about, or things that actually crossed your mind and that you knew, but you needed a little, like somebody else's, viewpoint to truly understand it. But we are electric beings, man. And I'm gonna give you guys some stories about myself to let you know this is how I understand this. We are electric beings. We literally have a charge going through us at all times. We have energy flowing through us at all times. Sometimes we shut it off. If we're exposed to like certain things, we shut it off in certain areas of our body, certain parts of our brain, because we don't want to experience these things anymore. But what we don't understand is we're creating a buildup for this thing to pop and explode at some point in time in our lives, right? I'm gonna give you guys an example, like with me. Everything is energy, right? I know this, but I didn't fully wrap my brain around this until I thought back into my own life and the things that I was pulling toward my way, because we have a magnetic pull. We have an energy field around us. We have a magnetic pull. And I focus on a lot about what I don't want and the things that I see, like within like my music career, within people, me growing up. I always talk about what I don't want, what I'm not gonna do, what do not. And I was putting a lot of energy behind everything that I didn't want, instead of focusing on what I do want and appreciating what I do have. The negative and the positive goes together, right? It's understanding that the negative is there and that it works well with the positive, but that doesn't mean that you have to focus on the negative. Same thing with my music career, right? With my music career, I'm always focusing on like, what are these people here for? Like, stop. I attract too many looking ass niggas, right? Everybody just want to look at me. Nobody want to support. Black people, like, what's going on with us? We need to get together. Even though getting together is a positive thing, I always focus on the fact that we have a problem getting together. And in turn of like me focusing on that, I end up seeing it more because I'm pulling it toward my way. It's almost like you're seeking out a mission to be right? Everything is energy. Money is energy. That's why they call it a current. A currency is a current charge there. When you buy something from the store, they charging you for it. You have to pay for it in money. When you don't have money, you feel depleted. Like it's something drains from you, Joe. Well, at least for me, like something drains from me. Like when I have to focus and worry about surviving in a physical world. And this is why it's being controlled so much. When you get locked up, what do? They put you in a cell. You have cells in your body. They charge you in order to put you in a cell. They have to charge you with something, right? And when you're in that cell, you're either going to power up or you're going to power down. A lot of people lose their shit. They lose who they are in jail because of this charge. You know what I'm saying? Because of this charge, because of them being locked in this cell. You have cells in your body. I'm going to just break this down the best way I know how, right? I want you to think about something. Your cells is a reflection of yourself. So however you treat your environment that the cells are in, that's what is going. It's almost like what you water and what you feed grows. We know that. Same shit with your body. Whatever you're putting in your body, whatever you're taking in subconsciously, whatever you focusing your energy on, it grows. It's like watering it, and it's like feeding it. It's like no way around this. It grows. So a lot of us, like when we're stepping into our relationships, we always talking about what our ex did wrong, that hurt us, and what we don't want in the next relationship, instead of actually becoming what you want to attract. And a lot of people think that, in turn we end up attracting what we don't want. You know what I'm saying? Like, even though we might not see it from that person right away in the beginning, because you know the finesse is there and they're paying attention to what you say you don't want. They want to be the opposite. But if they never invested in becoming that person, it's not going to happen. It's going to be short-lived. But we're going to attract that. We're going to pull that our way because we're so focused. We were so hurt by it. Anything that we were hurt by, we tend to put way more energy behind versus anything that was good in our life. It takes our energy away. It scares us. That fear is there. That fear, that it becomes your magnetic field. It becomes your field. That fear. So you start attracting that toward you, because your entire existence is based off of fear. The reason why we don't take risks, like that charge of fear is there. So we attract it. A lot of people ask me about prayer, right? Excuse me if I like jump, but it's still gonna be pertaining to energy. So people ask me about prayer, right? What people don't understand is a lot of our cells and the charge and what we electrify stems from our childhood. So you have to create a disconnect, right? Or at least a better understanding, so you can know what to charge from here going forward, like what to put your energy behind from here going forward. You have to make those disconnections, right? So people ask me about prayer. They was like, why you don't pray? Woo, woo, woo. It's not prayer that I have a problem with. It's what we were taught, what most people were taught. And we forget that most people were taught the same shit as a child, how to pray. It's in a form of begging. Now you could pay attention to it's a vibration that you're sending out, because pray, P-R-A-Y and P-R-E-Y, also has the same vibration when it comes to sound, right? But the source that it's coming from dictates where this energy goes. I'm gonna break that down a little bit better. Hold on. So a lot of adults be like, man, God, I need this. I need. And they don't understand that they're not aligning with what they're entitled to. They don't understand that. So what you're doing is you're attracting spirits around you that love to be needed. So they give you what you want or what you pray for, but they put you back in that same situation where you have to ask for it again, because you don't know that you must align. You must get your vibrations right. You must get yourself right in order to create the charge that you want, the energy field that you want to attract the better combination of the negative and the positive. You know what I mean? For them to work together, you have to change your energy field, and that's gonna take a lot of disconnecting from your past. Like a lot of people be like, man, but I talk positive all the time. I talk positive all the time, and it never come my way. Yeah, because the source is coming from. That's just like saying, you know what? This iron not working. Yeah, you never plugged it into the source. You know what I'm saying? It's sometimes we're putting the wrong things into the wrong things. It's like this, right? Okay. Have you ever put batteries into something and they like drain out very fast? It drains very fast. Like, what the fuck? I just put these batteries in here. Battery, cells equal to your cell. Y'all gonna get what I'm saying in a minute. And it drain out. It's a wire. It's like some type of current in this device that's snipping the energy, like zapping the energy from these batteries very, very fast. Like, y'all have to understand what you guys are putting your energy into. And if it has the right connections, if it's the right source that you need to be plugged into. Y'all have to understand this. This is why I tell people you have to learn how to separate the message from the messenger, but that's a whole nother video. Some things are too powerful for where you're at. It's too powerful. You ever went to another country and you tried to plug your little 120 volt source into their 220 volt source? Some shit just don't go together. We are electric beings, yo. This is why you can rub a balloon on your head and stick it on the goddamn wall. This is why if the source in your wall is too powerful and you stick your finger into it, you get electrocuted. Because once again, it's like trying to plug a 120 volt source into a 220 volt source. They both electric. But at the same time, one is more powerful than the other, so it goes into shock. We have been scared away from our higher selves. Our higher selves. This is why we emotionally do everything. Everything is energy. Like, even as a child, like everything that I remember as a child and witnessed as a child, because it stuck with me so strong and I put so much energy behind it, I attracted those same women. From what I witnessed growing up, I attracted that. It's almost like I was a magnet for it. Because I had this negative outlook, I had my guards up. So I drew more of what I need to be guarded from. Because of the energy I put behind it, the thought. Hopefully that helped. Yeah, hopefully that helped. But yeah, y'all have to, if you just say something, this is what I want, this is what I want, but you're not creating that magnetic field around you, meaning you have to feel that way. We can't just go around saying shit thinking it's gonna work. And that's the same thing with me. Like, I know what I want, but I'm always focusing on what I don't want. So I draw more and more of those people, like my fans, my supporters. I hate saying fans. My supporters, like, y'all need more of my attention than the people who's not supporting me. And that's one thing I'm still disconnected from, because a lot of this shit is connected to my childhood. But I understand what source is connected to. It's going to be a process. It's going to be a process, because one of my chakras are blocked from this shit. One of my chakras are blocked because it's associated with the ego in some shape or form. So I'm still handling that. You know, I'm not going to get in here and be like, look, I know you could just manifest anything because of this, without telling y'all the truth behind what's blocked for me. Like, I know you could draw that shit away, because I've been drawing the negative shit, like the negative part of that, more my way. The negative cannot be charged up, but they work together. Me acknowledging the part that the negative play, even having an appreciation for the negative part of the battery in your car. You have a car battery, you have a negative and a positive. If the positive was discharged, it's not, the car not moving. It's not. So you have to acknowledge that the negative is there, the important role that it plays, but not focus on the negative, because they work together. You know what I'm saying? Like, let them motherfuckers work. Like, let them come together. And have an appreciation for the negative being there, because you wouldn't even acknowledge the good shit that's going on without the bad shit. There's really no such thing as good and bad. Shit just is what it is, and you're able to tell the difference. Because they exist together. So whatever you focus on, you put your energy behind. You feed and water it, and it grows. Hopefully that helped. That's what a lot of people don't understand when I be like, even when I tell y'all money is energy as well. It's energy. That's why we always down and out when we don't have enough to take care of what we need to take care of. It depletes us in some type of way. Some people, it creates another charge, and they, oh shit, oh yeah, I gotta get on my shit, go get. They use it the right way. They using that negative the right way. That lack of the right way to create a boost in another area. They're using it the right way, but a lot of people can't. So I charge $100 for the autographed copy of my Circles project, right? But I throw 2 incentives in there. But a lot of people don't understand that. They looking at the dollar amount, but they not understanding the energy that I put behind all of this shit. Because I created a lo-fi beat tape, right? Everything is all me. I touch everything. Everything is my energy, right? And I tuned every track to 432 hertz. Now, a lot of people would stay surface and they'll be like, but I don't rap. She gave us a beat tape with this, the autograph copy of her Circles project. Okay, she gave us a beat. I don't rap. No, they're tuned to 432 hertz. Meaning, it has healing properties. You have to understand this shit though. I put the right frequency behind that to help you sleep better, to raise your vibrations, to get you closer to the feeling of how love feels. And it's all me. I touch everything. I handle everything. I don't put my shit in the hands of nobody else. It don't go through no master rooms to manipulate y'all energy. It don't do none of that. It's all me. So a lot of people won't see the value in that because they don't understand the value of energy. How powerful energy is, and it runs everything. And the fact that money is energy. So whatever you put your energy toward with a good intention grows. You get a better outcome than you just handing me $100 for an autographed copy of my project. And that's not me trying to sell y'all on this. I ain't gonna even give y'all the information about one. So I'm not even trying to sell y'all on it. I'm just putting it out there. So a lot of people didn't get it. So, yeah. I value my energy now. That's all. So I put a higher price on my shit. And I want to make history in my own way. I appreciate y'all support, Chris. I hope this helped you in any type of way, and everybody else. So yeah, if you want to support this channel, all you have to do is go to my Figuring It Out Fridays page on Instagram and click the link in my bio and subscribe. It's $6 a month for that show, but it also helps me support this channel since this channel is free, and I don't want to be like, hey y'all, you want to donate? I'd rather you just know what you're investing in and value shit on your own. Shit, that's it. I don't want to force nothing no more. I want to force support. I don't want to force connections with people. This is something I'm actively working on every day. It's not to put a force behind anything. Everything just must flow. Because if you put a force behind it, that bitch gonna explode. Whole shit gonna be like. Alright, y'all. Have a beautiful day.